Hey, I'm just eating dinner, so I won't be able to message as much at first, but Charlie's on here. So, hi! So, I've just realised as soon as this is Emily from Nobel Novels, and this is lovely Michelle Lean Reed, and no one actually is here according to my thingy at the moment, but you're starting it. Way! People are coming on. So, this is the first in. Hey, Angela from Reading Off My Shelf here. She's one of my BookTube really close friends, and she's a big Agatha lover. So this is the first Agatha for Alice live, and this is obviously, before we do anything else, this is in honour of one of my BookTube best friends, Alice, who died this year. But she was a massive Agatha fan, and I was starting to read that. I'll go into it a bit when a few more people come in. I'll obviously go into a bit more history. But I was reading Agatha before she passed away, but I decided after she died that I was going to up this and read an Agatha a month. Today's video, we've got obviously Michelle, who I know loves Agatha as well, so she's reading this, so she's joining the live. We're going to have, hopefully, Jack from Spread Book Joy might join me on another live. I think Katie from Books and Things, if I can grab her. If anyone else wants to join me in the lives to talk about Agatha Christie, that would be great. I would love it. Let's do as much as we can, and let's do Alice proud and read Agatha, talk about Agatha, and share the Agatha love to everybody, because I want to do this in honour of one of my best friends. I was determined I wasn't going to cry. I don't know how I'm going to. Michelle, you've not seen me. I do tend to be a bit emotional. I'm quite an emotional person, and this has been a hard year, but I wanted to do something good in honour of my friend, and it's lovely to talk about Agatha. I can't wait to hear a bit more about your journey with Agatha. I know you've read the first two books in the project, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I read Mysterious of Ferret Styles.
Yeah.
Probably maybe last year or beginning of this year. But I got into Agatha Christie through my mom. And she passed away 2 years ago. So I have some of her books. She would get them, the little itty bitty mass market paperbacks, for very, very little at a friend's shop. And she passed them on to me. And I like, they're cozy mysteries in a way, but not, they're really good. I never figure them out.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I didn't. I was right. Just before I forget, it's lovely to that. I just want to put the comments. We've had Lou G arrived, saying hi. One of Alice's best friends, I think it was Alice's best friend in general, has just commented and said that she really loves that we're doing this in honour of Alice. Try quite making me blub. Copies and loving Maria, that's she's saying hi. Lovely that Cheryl's here. Cheryl I met at Alice's funeral, and she is an absolute diamond. Michelle, you would love Cheryl. She loves it. It was brilliant to meet her, and I'm glad that she's here to watch me do this for Alice, because, like I said, it's great to talk about Agatha, and it's lovely. Isn't Agatha Christie's? I'm not a thriller. I didn't think I would like mysteries, and I've had a real mix with mysteries and thrillers. When I started BookTube years ago, thrillers were really the in thing at the time. And I'm the biggest wimp. Charlie will tell you I am the world's biggest wimp going. I do not like blood and gore. I do not like things like that. And I did not think I was going to like mysteries or Agatha or anything like that. But God, didn't. I was friends with Alice for a good 2 or 3 years before she died, obviously. And Agatha was all Alice talked about. That was one of her favourite authors. Not the favourite. I know she had others that she loved, like Sherlock Holmes, and she loved Arthur Conan Doyle, and she loved lots of other great authors. But she did so many videos and so much about Agatha, and it was so. In the end, I listened. It took me long enough. Hi, Kelly. I listened and I started reading Agatha, and we used to love talking about Agatha. I think I was reading my first Marple just before she got poorly, so I can't remember if we did talk about A Murder Is Announced. I think she knew that I was going to read it. Michelle was saying she'd love being in support. But yeah, so I didn't know if I got a chance to tell her that I was reading Emergence and that was my first Marple, and I love Marple. Like there was always, I don't know, are you a Marple or are you are you a Pyro or are you a Marple? They were the big two teams that I know that Berna always used to talk about.
I'm definitely a Marple.
You're a Marple.
I just the older female, that is just sitting there, and all of a sudden, I've read her short stories, which I thought, how is she going to do this in short stories? But I love the short stories, and I want to read more of Marple.
See, I have only read Lucy. So right, so Angela is here we go. Angela is Team Poirot. Kelly is just saying hi Kelly. Kelly's one of my brilliant subscribers. Luigi is saying she's Team Marple. Berna's just arrived. Berna is my biggest help. Oh my god. Right. See, I am torn. I've only read one Marple, I think. A Murder is Announced, which I really enjoyed. And I think Alice liked it too. Berna. I know Berna. Oh, sorry. I know Berna is Team Marple. Cheryl is Team Poirot. I know Alice was Team Poirot. So actually, I've read more Poirots than I've read Marples at the moment. But that is going to change. See, like I said, I was biased. I read Poirot first. I've read some standalone. So I've read And Then There Are None, which I think is a standalone. Is it? And Then There Are None is a standalone.
I think so.
Or is there one of Poirot? I really should have looked this up. I know Five Little Pigs was Alice's favourite, and that is so far at that moment. Sneaky Peek, that's still my favourite. So I've read more Poirot than I have Marple, and at the moment I'm Poirot. Yes. Oh, And Then There Was None was a standalone. Right, go on. Five Little Pigs. That is a Poirot, I think, isn't it? Okay, here we go. This is where I get confused. The more I read Marple, the more I enjoy. I must admit, I did love when a murder is announced. It's not a Poirot, but it's a standalone. Okay, so Five Little Pigs is another standalone. So I've read some standalones as well. So I have read a bit of everything. So I've read some standalones, and I've read Poirot, and I've read Marple. But I don't think I can decide whether I'm a Marple fan until I've read probably more. But do you guys want to know some sneaky peek? Kelly's another Team Poirot. So at the moment I'm Team Poirot, but so we obviously read the first two, and seeing as there's like 9 people already here, which is amazing. Thank you so much for those of you joining us. So the first 2 books we read, we all know that in this month we are reading A Murder Is Announced, and I'll be doing a live show for that at the start of January for that. And December's book is They Do It All With Mirrors, which I believe is a Marple. And then we've got in his sneaky peek that you guys no one else has been told this yet apart from Michelle. I don't even know if I've told Michelle this yet. January, we're reading A Body in the Library, which is another Marple.
Oh, I have read that one. That one's good.
Body in the Library. So they're 2 Marples. Like I said, I could not be doing this without the lovely Berna, because she's helping me. So they're the only ones I've told you one sneaky peek for January. But I'm sure that Cheryl will be hard that we're doing this in honor of Alice's birthday in June. I'm going to be rereading Five Little Pigs, and Five Little Pigs is going to be the big book for June in honor of Alice's birthday, because that was her favourite Agatha, and I want to do my best, one of my closest friends proud, and reread that book, because I blooming loved it, and I can't wait to show everyone. So Angela just said she wants to read more Marple, and that she loved Then There Were None, and she's just got the December book. And Lou saying that she's read Love Body in the Library, the Dolly Bradford. I've not read any of the rest of them. So have you read The Body in the Library?
I have read it, but one of the things that I was going to talk about with these books is I get all the characters mixed up from one book to another.
This is going to be fun, is it?
Yeah, because when I reread The Mysterious Affair of Styles, I did the audiobook.
Yeah.
And I was just getting Christy can write a cast better than anyone, but I get them when I read them close together, I get the characters mixed up.
I'm hoping that like it'll be okay, like going from one book to another each month. I've never done it where I've read like a book a month of the same author, other than like in read-alongs, like series books or anything. Cheryl's just saying that it's an amazing idea for June to read this for Alice, so that's going to be brilliant. So I've never done that, but I do find that I love the cast of characters. Excuse me, sorry. I'm really enjoying reading all these books. So, oh my goodness, Angela's just read. I've read Five Little Pigs in September. Not her favourite. So, see, Five Little Pigs was my favourite. Like Five Little Pigs was by far my favourite, and I love that. So it's gonna be interesting to reread. But I wonder, I wonder if Bella's here. Do you get more out of them for rereading them? Like, how's it going to be rereading them? Because I had never planned. Gasp, Angela. Yeah, I know Charlie can't believe Angela didn't love it. But like, I never planned to do that. Obviously, we never wanted to lose Alice. Like, that was the last thing any of us wanted. But for some reason, I always kept my Agathas. Like, it felt like, because Alice liked them, it was like I had to keep them. And then, like I said, Lou's saying they are readable. And then I think for me, like, originally I wasn't going to reread any of them for this project. It was all going to be about reading the books I have. I am on this big collecting mission now, in the fact that whenever I go to the charity shops, as everyone can see from the book hauls, how many times do I say, I'm not going to buy an Agatha when I go book shopping? What do I do? Nearly every book shopping I do, I buy an Agatha. There is, at the moment, I'm collecting all of these editions, the HarperCollins editions. So I'm sure we're showing that. So I collect the HarperCollins editions. They're the ones I'm collecting. But I'm still very tempted to, like, the charity shop where I work has got some other editions, so it's very tempting to see. I may pick up another edition as like a cheaper book, just so I had another book to this list, because it was only going to be a year. I was only going to do the Agatha project for a year, but then the books list has grown. Bernard's, like I said, she's helping me. She said she likes rereading Agatha Christie books because they have so many good writing details, which you can recognise. I tend to read so fast, so for me, I'll probably get more out of it. But yeah, this list is growing month by month, and prepare, guys, it's going to be going on. Not that Alice would ever be forgotten, but I'm glad we're doing this for her. And I'm glad I have this. She always loved talking to us about them, Charlie said, and particularly influenced them to get me, yeah. Mostly because of my Emily calendar. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, this is something you don't know. Michelle, basically, this is like an online waffle group. So when the waffle rewatch this, like, they're going to laugh. Basically, you see my book hauls. You see how many books I get, Michelle. You know that I am renowned for getting quite a lot of books. And Alice was the biggest mix taker out of my calendar of books. So for me, normal people, when they buy books, they say, they buy books on the 1st, and the books, like, say they buy, go from the 1st till the end of the month. That's not the Emily calendar for me. The Emily calendar goes from me from the moment I film one video to the moment I film the next. So Alice used to laugh that I would sometimes be recording videos on say like the 26th, or sometimes, darn it, if I got before the 26th, if I went before the 26th, Alice would rip it out of me. She would tease me something chronic. That those books, that if I bought a book after 26th, they would have to then go on the next month's calendar. And Alice told Cheryl about this. She told her husband Jim. She told her mum. They would be talking about how she would love telling everyone about how the Emily calendar and how many books Emily bought that month and when Emily's calendar ended. And if I bought them too early, God, did I get it teased. And she loved the Emily calendar. It's renowned on our waffle group. They love it. They laugh at me. But yeah, my books buying, Alice was the biggest mick taker out of this. So the fact now that the amount of Agathas that I'm buying, she would be so proud of me for doing that. And she used to love hearing when I bought them for her.
I like seeing how many you read, because you read so many in a month.
Yeah, that is quite, like, last month. Like, just wait until you see my wrap up part 2 on Monday. You're going to see how many books I read last month. I may have exceeded normal expectations. Charlie was saying she would, and then she would pile on, and she'd love teasing me. Yeah, Oh my, sorry, banging in that. Yeah, you try going book shopping with her. She used to blooming you know what I mean. When we used to go book shopping as like London trips or any other trips, we had loads of book shopping. She'd hardly get like 1 or 2 books. She'd make me buy God knows how many. And no one reads as much as Emily, Angela say, but she would love picking books off the shelves and going, Emily, you got to buy this, you got to buy that, you got to buy this. And didn't she love teasing me about it, and she would love making me get them. So it was brilliant. Yeah, I do read a quite incredible amount. I don't tend to, but I don't have control of the TV. I've got the 2 kids. Like Chris likes the TV, although like they're coming upstairs a bit more, and Mia's now got Netflix on her TV, so she'll be upstairs a bit more. But I do tend to, I don't really, and where I've got chronic pain, something Michelle will get is that I do tend to read a bit more. Sorry, I'm missing out. It's hard here because I'm trying to remember. Kelly put in that Agatha Christie's rereadable. She finds that she always has a little treasure in characters. Yeah. And Bernie used to add loads of books to her TBR because Alice did used to make us buy loads of books. But yeah, so I do think where I've got chronic pain, I have to. This was something Alice got as well. I have to spoon it, so I have to do some housework, do little things, then sit down and rest and read. And normally that'd be resting and reading. That would be my way of stopping. So it's my way of juggling my chronic pain. And yeah, so I think that's why I do it. And obviously now this is the new thing that we are doing this for her and talking about books. And I love the fact that Berno can tell me like how good they are, like how much Alice, because I stupidly, one of the accidents that happened to me this year was that I accidentally deleted Goodreads and I lost Alice's thing on there, so I can't find out I've managed to find what she rated a lot of her books on Storygraph, but I lost that connection to her on Goodreads, so I've not been able to find what she thought of all of them. So that's been a bit hard this year. So I don't always know what she's read. So sorry. There we go. Comments again. Charlie put they're very rereadable. Kelly just put thank you for sharing your lovely memories. Kelly's so sweet. Charlie just put she was always found a great variety of mysteries that she'd never heard of. Yeah. Cheryl just put Alice bought me my first Christie Murder on the Orient Express about 10 years ago, and she's never looked back. That's what Cheryl put. I have not read Murder on the Orient Express yet. Jack's just joined us. Jack's one of my booktube besties, as you all know. Yeah, Jack's absolutely brilliant. So Jack's here. I haven't read the Murder on the Orient Express. I know Bernard's got the list. So Bernard, if you're there, can you have a look? Can you see if you can work out where we've got Murder on the Orient Express on the list? Because I must admit, I'm intrigued when we're reading. Because I'm doing this all on my phone. So Murder on the Orient Express is on the list. Charlie and Cheryl are both saying hi to Jack. Jack's read And Then There Were None, and it was supposed to be one everyone rate highly. Great book. It is. And Then There Were None was amazing. So I have kind of got plans. So we have, like I said, we've got the list of all of them. Out of the first 2 we've read, I'm not going to give spoilers. This is something I'm saying to everybody, is that I'm not giving spoilers. I promised Jack this because Jack's not read all of them and I don't want to give clues away to people. So we'll obviously say what we liked. We can sort of say ideas about the book, but I don't want to obviously give spoilers. But out of the first 2 books we've obviously read have been, the first one we read for the project, which was her first Poirot, and that was The Mysterious Affairs at Styles. That was the first one. That was the first Poirot. Then last month we read Ordeal by Innocence, which is a standalone. And like I said, I cannot remember what Alice thought of this. So Bernard or Cheryl, do either of you 2 know what she thought of this or what she rated it? Because I can't find that anywhere. Angela said she read Murder on the Orient Express and would love to reread it. So out of those first 2 books though, Michelle, which one do you prefer? Murder on the Orient Express? No. The Mysterious Affair at Styles or Ordeal by Innocence?
So I liked The Mysterious Affair at Styles. Interestingly, when I read it the first time, I gave it 5 stars. And then when I read it the second time, I gave it 4 stars. And I'm not really sure why. I have to think about it because I just finished the Styles last night because I was rereading it for this today. And the Ordeal by Innocence, I didn't love as much. I gave it like 3 stars.
Oh, so you're actually opposite to me. Oh,
yeah. Oh, you liked the other ones?
Yeah, Berna's saying she's glad to help me with the list. Berna is like, after Alice, Berna's the second biggest Agatha fan that I know. See, I must admit, I think that for me, I preferred Ordeal by Innocence. It was 4.5 stars. Hang on a minute, I've got to lose a comment here. God, we've got loads. Angela went to see the Mousetrap at the theatre, and it was the best play. I've never seen the Mousetrap, so I might actually have to look for that. Jack saying she did know the plot of Murder on the Orient Express has watched the film. That's typical. Jack always watches the film. She's really into that. Bernard's saying we could put Murder on the Orient Express before or after, and then there were none. Well, I don't think we've got and then there were none on the list because I reread it. So I can't remember where it is, the Murder on the Orient Express on the list. I think we've placed it on the list somewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember exactly where it is. But I must admit, for me, I kind of matched Alice because I know that Alice didn't like A Mysterious Affair at Styles as much as she liked some of the other Agathas because it was the first Poirot, and I think you can tell in the writing. But like I said, for me, I think I rated it 3.5 or 4. I think it was. I can't remember what I rated it. Why did I not think to bring this down? It is on my Goodreads, so people can not on my Goodreads, on my story graph. But I loved Ordeal by Innocence. I found that I didn't guess the killer. I didn't guess the killer on either of them. But I found Ordeal by Innocence like kept me on my toes quite a lot more. I know Charlie was saying to me that she found some of the like racial stuff, and you can have to tell the writing and things where that was.
Yeah.
But I kind of didn't like Mysterious Affairs at Styles. But I was daft, you see. Angela, this lovely right. So and then after the Peril End House. Oh, so it's not too far in. I don't mind, Bernard. We can change it around. You can tell me where we're going to put it on. Charlie was saying it's hard to pick between them. Probably Ordeal by Innocence she liked the best. And she likes it a bit more, but then she's only just finished it, so it's hard to tell. I found Ordeal by Innocence. I like the family aspect, and I like the fact the siblings were all very much rivals, even though they were adopted, and I found that kept me on the toes. Whereas I think right. So I think I preferred that more, but I think for me, I don't know if you agreed with this, but I think for me, I found that you could tell the Mysterious Affair at Styles was definitely the first Poirot, because Poirot's in it, but he relies a lot more on Hastings in it. I think Hastings was a bigger character in this.
Yeah.
Bernard's like me, she liked Ordeal for Innocence much. But I found it really fascinating to read the first Poirot, and this was quite a good way to start the project. I think it was definitely a good way to start the project. But it's definitely interesting to see when you've read other Poirots and you see how Poirot changes. It'll be interesting to see how they go throughout. Right. Oh, Charlie found this out. This will be interesting, Michelle. Charlie's telling me Alice did include Mysterious Affair at Styles in her favourite list, Christie list, though, and didn't with Ordeal by Innocence. So she doesn't know. That's interesting. The Mysterious Affairs at Styles is significant because it introduces Poirot, yeah. So this is obviously the first Poirot, so it is definitely interesting. So Alice, isn't that she rated it lower? She said it was one of her favourites. I need to, when I'm ready, I'd like to rewatch some more of her Agatha videos. At the moment, I think before I started the project, I watched a couple of Alice's favourites videos, also because I wanted to know which Agathas to buy. Which Agatha to look for. I know recently I bought a couple of her favourites. But I found that once I watched her, I missed her even more.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and watch. I think one of the first ones I watched was one of her earliest videos that she did about Agatha, and you could really see that was one of her earliest ones. Just certain things that as an old friend of hers that I could see. And then I watched one of her other more recent ones, and you saw the two differences in the way she was. But it would be interesting. Okay, so Angela's put in Mysterious Pearls was her favourite of the two, but do you think you can give them both? She go, oh, she didn't like them both. She gave them like 2 stars, Angela. And Bernard's saying maybe Alice liked the book because the Poirot too much. Yeah, that sounds about right for Alice. Alice was Oh, she wrote some 3 stars, Angela. That's more like. Yeah, didn't we know? Alice was 100%. If you hadn't guessed, she was Poirot all the way.
Yeah, I think
Do you
that's why I like Styles better, is because of the introduction to Poirot, and I had forgotten that Christie had standalones. Because I always just think of Poirot and Marple.
But I think there's also we got some other. Hercule Poirot is definitely an amplified version. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Poirot. But you know, she's also there. This is actually another sneaky peek. There is one book on this list I bought, and I bought it on holiday, and it's going to be controversial because Agatha Christie also wrote as Mary Westacott. And I know that when Alice went on holiday, I think one of her abroad holidays, she took a Mary Westacott on holiday and didn't enjoy that as much as she'd enjoyed the Poirot and Marples. And I've got Absent in Spring, which is going to be one of the videos for next year. And it's going to be interesting to see how the difference in writing, because I know Alice wasn't as keen on that. Kelly's just put a comment. She enjoyed them both. It's interesting to see the beginning of Poirot, yeah. Ordeal by Innocence, she thought you'd enjoy better, yeah. Was on the edge of the seat. Yeah, I was on the edge of the seat more with Ordeal by Innocence. But yeah, you can see. But I think, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see the other ones. Like you said, standalone. So I think she also written the Tuppence and Tommy and Tuppence books.
Yeah,
I remember Bernard talking about those. And so we've obviously got the Poirot, we've got the Marples. I've not picked up a Tommy and Tuppence book yet. So at the moment, we don't have any of those. We've got one Mary Westacott that's coming up next year.
I found the Westacott. There's 2 bind-ups at which I don't love bind-ups, but they were at a thrift store. And so it's like all of the Westacott.
Oh, so you're going to have to join in on that?
That'd yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
And I think I have one Tuppence. I'm just looking up to see.
I need to find. Let's see if I find any. Berner is suggesting that you, for the standalone, you read, and then there were none, and the Crooked House. Crooked House is on our list, but I think it's right towards the end.
Okay.
Charlie's saying that she remembers me and Alice not liking Mary Westacott. Lou G, she's saying that she doesn't love the Tommy and Tuppence. I'm not rushing for them. Tommy and Tuppence books are more adventurous than mysterious. And Ordeal by Innocence just reminded her of 5 Little Pigs. It was like looking back at the crime. Yeah, you can see where that's coming from. So yeah, I'm not going to be rushing for the Tommy and Tuppence ones, but I am definitely going to be sort of seeing where it all. See, if I see one, I can't not can't not read it just in case. But I definitely, at the moment, because of the thing, I'm more Team Poirot. I know that I'm really looking forward to this month. I will read it towards the end of the month because I like saving the Murder on the. I like saving my Agatha books towards the end of the month because I like to keep them really fresh for when I do my wrap ups, and I like to, also I like saving something good for the second half of the month because I always read my favourite books of the month in the first half, and then I end up having flops in the second half. So I'm now saving an Agatha for the second half of the month.
Yeah, I'm curious how I'll feel about the Murder of Roger Ackroyd as a reread. Because the Styles book, I couldn't remember who did it. So that was interesting.
That's always good then, isn't it? You can't remember. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, I know the Poirot, and I know that it's another one of Alice's favourites, and I know that our lovely friend Jem read it, and Jem loved it. So it's actually the 4th Agatha. So I am still going to be looking for Murder on the Links, which is the 2nd Agatha. I'm just trying to decide which ones I get. Oh, you
liked it more. Oh, that's good to hear.
Liked it more. Charlie can't wait to read Murder on the Murder of Roger Ackroyd because Jem loves it, and it was in Alice's honourable mentions. I thought it was in that. I thought it was like in that she loved it. So it is going to be really good to read though. So I think it's one of the longer ones. It's just over 300 pages. Yeah, slightly one of the longer ones. But it will be good to read that. I'm just finding this whole project's great. Like, I'm glad we're all reading. I'm glad we're all talking about like Agatha. And I definitely find that for me, the Marple book that I read was quite more of a cozy. Marple's more of a cozy writer. Yeah, cozy mystery. But I read when a murder is announced, and I blooming loved that. I really, really loved it, and I thought it was such a good book. And like I said, unfortunately, the timing wasn't great when I read it, because of like when I read it and the fact that I don't think I got a chance to talk to Alice about it. And that for me probably one of the hardest things. I think that's why maybe I want to reread that, because I want to sort of like, see if I can read it when I'm a bit fresher and not feeling like absolute rubbish. Because so many books I read in that last time, when the last bits when Alice was poorly, I don't honestly know whether, like, I'm finding it really hard to think whether I want to reread them, because I didn't take much in. Like when Alice was poorly, I read to hide, but I didn't take much in, because, and especially books I couldn't talk to her about. Like I still, like, I don't know, I know Charlie hasn't, I still haven't deleted Alice's bit on my WhatsApp. I've still got our last conversation. I've still got a phone number on my phone. There's so many things on there, because so it'd be interesting to see what book I was talking about to her. Like there were some things, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. But I do think A Murder Is Announced. Oh, Lou just thought it said about A Murder Is Announced is one of her favourites. Actually, Kirsten from the Reading Nymph, she loved A Murder When The Murder Is Announced. She thought that was really good. And she does read Agatha. I know that Katie's a big Agatha Christie fan. Katie from Books and Things is a massive. But she's reading, I think she's reading the Poirot ones in order at the moment with her husband. So I always find I love finding out what Katie thinks of them as well. But Berna, God, you guys, Berna has been my rock. She has literally been helping me plan all of these. Like she's got the list. We're organising which books we're reading then. So, and I love talking to you about this, Michelle. Like it's really nice to sort of talk and find out which ones you're going. So the fact that you're more of a Marple fan, I can't wait to read more Marple and see whether I turn my tides on it, whether I go more.
Yeah, I'm interested in reading more Poirot. I have Murder on the Links would be my next one, probably.
Yeah, I need to find Murder on the Links. I need to find that. Charlie's saying that she missed Alice so much and she would be chuffed that I'm doing this. She's sure. Yeah, I think she would. I think she would be really happy, because I was thinking about pretty quickly afterwards, after Alice has died, I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something, because when you lose a significant friend, like Alice is the first friend. I've been blessed. Like I'm 45 and touch wood, apart from losing family members, I've not lost a friend, and Alice is the first friend I lost, and it's hit our group very hard. I know a lot of, you think BookTube is a massive community, guys. Like she would never have believed how many people wrote lovely things after she lost. Like she would not believe all the lovely things that you guys are all saying. People from the community all over. Like she would never have believed how much love was out there, and she'd probably be a bit shy and probably be like, she never boosted herself up. She had the best sense of humor I've ever, like she could do one-liners. Michelle, you would have loved to meet her. She could do the best one-liners and you would be crippled and you'd be wetting yourself laughing. And when she loved a book, you knew it. And when she didn't, there was a salty side to her, like Jem, like there was a salty side that she didn't like it, but she would literally make us crack. But she never ever blew her own trumpet. Like Marple was where she shouted out, and like I said, the amount of Marple videos, guys, if you're watching this and you've not watched all of Alice's videos about Marple, please go over to her channel. I know Jim's left her channel up there to keep the love on there, so obviously no point commenting, but please watch Alice's videos about Agatha, because they are great, they're fascinating, they will get Bernard's done some videos. Have you done any videos about Agatha yet, Michelle? I know you rated the books. I know you talk about her books.
I haven't done any with Agatha. I did, after Alice died, I did the tag that she created.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And let's see. No, because I had just started my channel, and I had just found Alice maybe a year before, and I do go back to her channel whenever I wanted to know more about, and she was always good with the mysteries just in general.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I think I want to do more. I think, like I said, Bernard's got loads about out there, but Alice's videos were brilliant. They got me really into that. And maybe I think Charlie and me, we said like next year. I know the Waffle Group are talking about next year doing some things for Alice for her birthday month next year. And Kenny's saying that Alice would really love that we're doing this. Which put hearts. Bernard put. She's also rereading a thriller series that she recommended with a mutual friend. And then she will see why she liked it. She also had so much in common with their taste. Yeah, Bernard and Alice have very, very similar tastes. It was brilliant. Bernard saying she missed talking to her so much. Do you want to laugh? Now, Charlie is going to laugh the most. Charlie, I hope you're still here for this little bit. Is that my youngest goes to the charity shop near me, and him and our little extra friend found a big fat book, Dick Francis. So I've got me some excuse for the shy people here who don't do rude stuff. I've now got a dick book. So that would be another thing we used to crack up laughing about, the Dick Francis books. And yeah, Jack's gonna crack up laughing about this. I know Charlie's gonna crack up. I've got a big like triple Dick Francis book. I need to show the Waffle Group because that was something that Alice was reading as well, and we used to laugh about that as well. So yeah, I now read some of the thrillers and stuff. I was going to join the FOMO book club. I'm reading one of Alice's favourite books, Cloud Cuckoo Land, in November and December. I don't know if I haven't realised my December TBR is massive, so I may read it. I'm not joining, but I'm shouting out the FOMO book club that they're doing. They're reading Cloud Cuckoo Land because that was one of Alice's favourite books, and I read it, but I didn't love it as much as she did. And God, did we have an interesting discussion about that? We had a laugh. She always liked it when, we still love talking about books that we liked or disliked. But the Agatha videos that she made were brilliant. And it will be interesting to see whether I do it. I think I might, once I've read a bit more, I might try and do the tag video myself. Because I thought that was so sweet. I remember you doing that, Michelle.
Yeah, because I enjoyed how Alice reviewed books. And just her personality that came out. And of course the cat.
Yeah. Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Harry's brilliant. Harry's like a legendary cat. I miss Harry. I miss hearing. I need to message her mum and find out how Harry is. Right, here we go. Charlie's put in, oh yeah, for the Dick Francis. We still have teasing out a Dick, but was it Dickmas that we were trying to make a thing for her last year? Yeah, we were trying to get to read the Dickmas. Oh god, yeah, I remember that. The rude, there was some rude. We were quite, Alice was one of the more slightly less ruder of the group of our Waffle Group. Don't we? I'm not rude in general. I'm quite a polite person, but Alice was a lot sweeter than us. I could kill us. We had some quite rude jokes that we'd make up, and sometimes we crack up over the stupidest of things. No, we were doing that, and I think we were saying about obviously Joy. In June, we were going to do Joy reading June because that was something she was planning before she died, and unfortunately, she never got a chance. So I think we'll be doing that. I think Charlie, is that something that is the whole group doing? Is that you and Jack? And I don't know if the whole group are doing it, but we've all decided that in June. I think June is going to be the 1 month where I've decided that apart from like Agatha books and there's going to be set books like that, I think I might actually, for the first time in 4 or 5 years since I joined BookTube, 5 or 6 years since I joined BookTube, I'm not going to set a TBR. Can you all believe it?
Wow.
I am going to, I will do obviously my Agatha book, and I think I've got a couple of other projects to plan for next year. So I've got a reread to read every month. I'm rereading a book every month. I've got my classics, but I might not put a classic in that month. I've got some classics, and I think obviously a TBR jar, but I'll do a TBR jar book, but I'm going to do like a few of those. But apart from that, I'm not going to do a TBR. I'm going to do her proud, and I'm not going to do a TBR in June. What do you reckon, Charlie? Can I do it? Can you guys ever imagine me not having a TBR?
So how do you, what is your feeling about mood reading? Does that cause anxiety? Does it decision fatigue?
I like structure. The thing with me is I don't have control over so many things in my life because of my chronic pain and my health conditions. So if I can put any structure, or Charlie's saying it would be a good idea for me. Yeah, Charlie's great, my best friend. I think for me, where I can't have control over so many things in my life, I put control in areas where I can, because it keeps me. Chat's cracking up laughing. Yeah, I feel like I need like the structure. I need to know what I'm doing. But I do mood read within it. Like these girls will tell you, yeah, my TBR, you see the TBR job, my TBR videos, they're like 18 books, isn't it? I think I put 18 or 19 books on that TBR. Bear in mind, I will read at least 30 books a month. So I always read more. I always put less than I know I'm going to read. And like I said, the Waffle Girls know I put one mystery in, one non-fiction, several and then I split it amongst fantasy, contemporary, and historical fiction. So that way I can pick and mix throughout the month. So I can still mood read to a certain extent, but I need that core. So this is going to be a challenge for me. Berna is a TBR girl too. She's going to try it as well. Berna's going to do it as well. Charlie, we're doing her proud. But Berna's going to do it. So we're really going to shout it out. So I think probably nearer the time. I don't know if the Waffle Girls announced it, but yeah, I think we're going to do it. So Kelly thinks it's great. Angela's mood reading at the moment, so she thinks it would be strange if I don't have a TBR. I can do it.
You can do it.
Get my big girl pants on, I can do it. But I like structure. I think that's my big thing for me. But I do like to be able to mood read within that, and that was something the girls always laughed about, and they still laugh at me that I set what I would count like. You tell most people that I read 30 books a month. My work lot can't believe it.
I don't know how you do it.
I do kind of read quite fast, and I'm a fast reader, and I do skim read a little bit. Like, don't judge me.
No judgment.
But I also get up at because of the kids, I get up at 6 in the morning, and I'm reading. Yeah. One of the last things I do, we're filming this in my room, and literally I have a book by my bed. So the rule with my bedtime book is that it's not allowed to be anything scary. Because Charlie will tell you I get nightmares very easily. And at the moment, I don't. This is a bit personal, but yeah, I'm going through the perimenopause at the moment. So as it is, I'm not sleeping great. I'm getting nightmares nearly every single night. I'm not sleeping great. So I do try and read a contemporary book. I found my reading is getting me off to sleep. So I'll read till about 10:15 at night. And I read when I can deliberately. Jack's here. So Jack's saying she'll definitely be doing that, of course. Joey reading June is what she wanted to do this year. So June is going to be all about that for each year for me. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that on. So I think mood reading is something, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and do more mood reading. So although I'll stick into my 18 books, I am going to take a leaf out of Jack's book, and if I'm not enjoying a book now, I'm going to be starting to DNF a lot quicker. I need to get better at DNFing. What are you like? Are you any good at DNFing?
I'm awesome at DNFing.
Oh, God, I really need to do this.
If you don't grab me between 50 to 100 pages, there's too many books in the world to read.
See, the book that I'm reading at the moment, I probably should have DNF'd, but I think it's because other people liked it, and I'm now over 350 pages in. It's my big book for the month, The Distant Hours, and I'm persevering. It's going to take me 4 days to read because it's not grabbing me. I'm now I think I've got one more Kate Morton on my shelf, and I'm not grabbing it as much. But I've got I'm gonna laugh. I've got Book Lovers by Emily Henry to read tonight, so that's going to be a nice, light, easy one. Ange was saying she would never remember all the books if she read 30 books.
Totally agree.
Why do you think I do 2 wrap-ups a month? I'm not daft. I do what Berna does. In fact, if I had the time to put together a vlog, I would probably do what Berna does. But because the other point of that is, if I did that, they would be ridiculously long videos. My wrap-ups would be ridiculously long if I tried to talk about every one separately. But I'm finding it's working better now. I've got Storygraph because I don't have to do wordly reviews now. I just do Storygraph, but I can literally point and do bits of that. I've got my bookish journal. I need to get another one. Charlie, I need another book journal for next year. Hint, hint, hint for a present. I need like a little notebook. Cheryl saying she's terrible at DNFing. She's the eternal optimist in the world is going to get better. Yes, I'm the same. I try. I'm so bad at DNFing.
I DNF'd the Poisonwood Bible at 90%.
Oh my god! I can't believe you did that.
I just didn't care anymore.
I'm not. Another way, I feel like the Waffle Girls are going to hate me forever. The fact that apart from the Poisonwood Bible, I liked Demon Copperhead, but I didn't like it as much as the girls did, and I think I got it ripped out of me by all of them. I didn't love Demon Copperhead as much as they did. I'm not a big Barbara Kingsolver, and I really do feel like the Waffle Girls are going to like cripple me. Jem especially. Jem and Alice didn't like the fact that I didn't like Demon Copperhead as much as I liked David Copperfield. I think for me that was it. It was what killed it. Yeah. Charlie saying Alice was a bit like that. She was getting better at DNF. Yeah, she was. She was getting better, but she didn't like to DNF. I don't like it. I feel like I'm just like, oh my goodness.
I unhauled all of my Barbara Kingsolver and my Charles Dickens.
Oh, Jen would like you for the Charles Dickens. Oh, I wish to God I've got some Charles Dickens left on my shelf, but I am. Charlie's saying that Demon was brilliant. Bernard's saying that her best friend's same Cheryl, but not bad. Yeah, Bernard's better at Dina. I think I like some of Charles Dickens, but like I just reread Great Expectations and I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll talk about my wrap up. But I didn't love it, and I think the only one I've really loved is David Copperfield, and that's what killed me. That's what absolutely killed me. The fact that I love David Copperfield more, and I feel that Demon Copperhead was just taking the mick on that one. But that's me. That's very controversial, I know. Jack's saying she DNF books when she's read them most of the time as well. She's only read 2 Kingsolvers and loved one and enjoyed the other one. She hasn't read Demon Copperhead yet, and is worried I won't enjoy it. Yeah, I can't. Please, Jack, don't kill me. Like I said, Alice loved it. Jem loved it. I think Charlie loved it. I just liked it, didn't love it.
I started listening to it when it was long listed or whatever, but I just liked the other books that were on the women's prize list, and so I read those.
Yeah, I kind of liked more of that. Just like I still feel like I let everyone down, and it was like, like I said though, she killed me. I was probably like when I didn't love Cloud Cuckoo Land as much as she did. It was like, oh my god, I felt like the world's worst person because of that. Yeah, I just think, Jack, knowing the fact that you're more like me, you're not as into the literary fiction side of it. I don't think you would like it as much as they did, because they were more into literary fiction. I'm not literary. If you like literary fiction, then that's for them. Yeah, Demons wasn't a good year. Oh, she's going to reread it with Jolene when she's back buddy reading. Yeah, no stress. I think buddy reading it might be the way to go. I'm kind of wishing I had buddy read it. I love the fact we're talking about Agatha, but we're also talking about other brilliant. This chat's just going really random, isn't it? Kelly's saying that she had a hard time DNFing a book. I do need to get better at it. Like I said, I've got some great books on my shelf. I've got some real mixed books on my shelf for this month. I'm quite looking forward to going back and reading them. Like, I wish to God I would have DNF'd The Distant Hours. Like, I'm really regretting the fact that I've got this. When the lit runs priceless.
Yeah.
Okay, me and Charlie really have got to have a disagreement on this. This whole thing, she's really disagreeing with me on Demon Copperhead. We're sisters, we're allowed to disagree, okay? What do you guys think, by the way? Do you I'm going to see if I can nag Charlie in front of everyone and she can rip it out of me tomorrow morning. Do you think me and Charlie should do another video together next year? Like a sister silly video. What do you think, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm new to BookTube. Like I had a few that I would watch, and I haven't watched too many of Charlie's videos. I know I've subscribed to her, but I need to catch up on everybody's videos. I know I've watched some of Jack's too.
Jack's brilliant. Jack's saying yes. Jack's going to start nagging her. Jack's one of our best friends. Bernard's saying yes, she would love that for sure. Cheryl was saying she'd love a sister video. Charlie's just but she's run away. Kelly just put Genius on dinner. And just finished. She's going to kill me. You can tell that basically, literally, Michelle, me and my sister, if you can imagine two best friends, she's been my best friend since she came out of my mum, virtually, literally. But we do really tease each other and we properly have a good laugh. I think that's what works with it. Jack's behind on videos. Well, I'm trying. Right, I wasn't behind on videos. I was doing really well, and then blooming Katie's put a video every flipping day for a classics one, and I'm now like behind. I'm now Angela. I am going to watch your video. It's just going to have to be tomorrow, and then I'm going to watch Gems. I'm doing it in order because if I don't do it in order, I will forget someone. I'm never stressed if people don't watch on mine. The only person I nag is, like I said, it's Charlie. She's the only one that gets nagged because, well, she's the only person I can nag, really, isn't she? Kat from Brews and Reviews, she's one of my BookTube besties. She does get nagged as well. Kelly's saying she's got to do it. But we get it. Life gets in the way. I find I watch more. For me, I watch videos when I'm either cooking or when I'm cleaning or when I'm doing other stuff. So I can watch dips in and out. Obviously, I prioritise certain things. But like I said, Michelle, I'm trying to watch more of yours. I'm trying to watch everyone's. If I don't think a video will grab me, I don't always watch it as much. Jack's got to go because she's got. Oh,
that's annoying. Yeah, fireworks.
Oh, Jack! Look, Jack, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, get Pedro in. I need when I go downstairs, I have to check how Sweet's coping. And my poor little cat's been poorly recently, so I need to check how she's doing in this. She unfortunately had an allergic reaction to she got fleas. We didn't realise how quickly. We just thought she's always been quite anxious, and when her sister was alive, she was very anxious. So she lost a bit of hair on her back, and unfortunately, about a month ago, my mum noticed there was more gone, and I didn't realise how bad it was. And Chris got the flea treatment and the worming treatment. He got the wrong stuff, and it took the worming tablet, not the drops, and it took too long to get into her. And then she unfortunately had an allergic reaction to fleas and has been quite poorly. So she's now on medicated flea and worming stuff, and now the fleas have decided to jump off her and onto us. But she lost so much hair, and had been quite poorly. So I'm going to check on her later. The day before we took her to vet, she was in the living room with us, and we have like a little corner unit that we inherited off my grandparents, and it fell on her when Mia was trying to get it off it. It fell on her. And she got kind of like caught almost in it, and it fell on her and Mia. So it's taken weeks for her to come back into the living room. So yeah, so I get the whole fireworks. Like I said, she'll be the one I'll be checking on when I get that downstairs. But you've got a cat as well, did you? Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have a 14-year-old cat. I was my beagle that I died that passed away a couple weeks ago.
I remember you lost a pet. Yeah. Pets are important, though, aren't they?
I'm going to try.
She's trying to get her. I think she's trying to get her. Is she trying to get the cat?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just about. You're trying to get.
Okay, I was having feedback from my earbuds because we have construction across the street.
Oh, okay.
Why do y'all have fireworks? Is it a holiday over there?
It's fireworks night on the 5th.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's so sweet. Yeah, on the 5th of November, it's in honor of Guy Fawkes. We have something called fireworks night, but they happen earlier and they later, so it goes normally before and normally after. But tonight there's quite a lot going around everywhere. I think there's a lot of displays. I know we were hoping to take my son Thomas to a fireworks display a week ago. Yesterday, so that was on my gratitude journal, and unfortunately he's got SEN needs, and he had a birthday party that same day, and he got himself too anxious, so he was awake too early, and we got halfway to the fireworks display and he had to go home because he just got too tired, and we didn't end up going. That was another thing Alice was really great on. Alice was one of Thomas's fans and my little boy's fans, and she liked football. So she would talk to Thomas about football. Thomas actually spoke to her online. And my son is very fussy on who he speaks to. Sneaky peek, he loves his Auntie Charlie.
Of course.
He loves his Auntie Charlie. He loves Charlie and Vicky, my two sisters, a lot. But yeah, he's very shy in who he talks to, and he talked to Alice about that. But yeah, he just couldn't do it, so we couldn't get to go to the party. So I've missed that, I'm afraid, this time round. But yeah, maybe sometime we'll get to go back. The fireworks can be quite hard on pets around here.
Yeah, we have our main fireworks are July 4th, Independence Day, and they now happen, like a couple days before, a couple days after, then the next weekend.
Yeah, so that's similar to what it's like here, yeah, with our fireworks.
Yeah.
So it's just like keeping the animals safe and protected and everything. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. Like, we've just got to keep everyone safe. So is everyone glad that we read these books? Like, do we think we did all right for the first 2 books of the project?
I liked having a variety in that it wasn't too of the same, like Poirot or Marple. I liked that for sure.
Yeah, I'm hoping that to the 2 Marples. Charlie saying that she loves her Tom Tom and Mimi's. That's Charlie's nickname for my Thomas and Mia. But yeah, the fact that my sister calls up my daughter because she couldn't get hold of me this morning.
Well, yeah, that's how it works. I'm waiting for my nephew to get a cell phone, but he's only 7. So.
Well, we're getting Thomas a phone for his 10th birthday, so watch out, Charlie. You'll probably get a call from Thomas. No, probably. What I'm betting is that my son will want to speak to his cousins. Charlie's kids. Like, I'm betting that Thomas will somehow try and get hold of Belle, my niece. They were first fab too. I agree that it was good having variety. So yeah, like I said, we've got a Poirot, and then we've got 2 Marples, and I think we've got another Poirot. I will double check this. What I will be doing is obviously, so like I said, everyone got told December's one, and then so in December I'll then be announcing January, February, and March. And then what will happen is once they've been announced, they can't be changed. So we will not be changing them. So at the moment, like I said, I will be talking to Bernard. Bernie, is there anything we might need to rejig around? I think I'm not sure if there's any more we need to rejig around, but at the moment those ones are staying. Excuse me, I should have brought a drink up here. So obviously I will be announcing in then the next show will be in 2 months. Yes, I think it's going to be the start, because obviously this is the start of November, so it will be the start of January, but it might have to be a little bit into January because of obviously New Year. So it will be the start of January, and I think Jack's going to be helping me with that. But it will be interesting to see if anyone else wants to help. One of these days, Bernard, I'd like to see if we can do it with you. I know you struggle with the language side of it, but it will be good. Bernard's we've tried to put a variety as much as we can, but there are more Poirot books written. Yeah, because Charlie some time to read them more. Yeah, it will do, Charlie. Like I said, it might be probably within the first week of January. I think it's probably more likely to be like around the 7th sort of area, because obviously New Year is. Oh, Charlie will help for one. That would be brilliant. Yay. See, I'm getting her in on my videos. She isn't getting a choice. She will get no Michelle. Michelle, you will love Charlie. She is the biggest nutcase. I would say watch her last video. If you want to watch any of her videos, watch the last one. She talks about all the books she got for her birthday. Even though she was naughty, she forgot to link me in her video at the first. I didn't remind her. I bought her a birthday present. She didn't do it. Let's up the list, date the list in a few days. Yeah, Charlie, Brenna's going to help me go through it. See Charlie's laughing. But yeah, watch her recent book haul, because that's a really good one. It gives you an idea of the kind of books Charlie likes. So it will be giving you an idea.
I got to catch up on all the YouTube, and the sports that I like are they're about to be out of season, so I have plenty of time.
Yeah, you got time. Like, things are just chilled. Like, we are chilled on it's lovely to have you part of our little community. It's a lovely chilled area, and like to do the Agatha and stuff. We've got so many good Agatha books coming up, and it is so exciting. Yeah, Charlie, you will love Michelle. Michelle does great videos. We met because of Spoonies, didn't we? That's how me and Michelle met.
The Spoonie readathon that y'all did.
Yeah. I'm doing that next year.
Awesome.
Sneaky peek, yeah. Me and Kat are definitely doing that again. Because it's important, and I think it's obviously going to be good. So I've got some good projects for you guys. You guys are actually getting you to hear my sort of new coming up projects about the fact that I'm going to be rereading some books. I've got keep an eye out for the kids. Obviously rereading things, and I'm doing the Bronte project, which would be another thing that I know certain people will not be. I'm reading Bronte books in March. The Waffle Girls laughed at me because I was like, I'm not going to do Past and Future in January next year because I'm going to be sensible. And then I gave myself another readathon. Angela's one of Charlie's friends as well. Angela put, Charlie, you're not getting away so easily. We want more than one of you 2 years. Bear in mind, this is the girl I speak to every day. So she thinks she's going to get away from me. No, she's got no chance. I stalk my sister. But is there any book? Yes, she does, Charlie. You know, Charlie, she knows that you can't get away from me. But then, yeah, she's more stubborn than me.
I will join you for Bronte because I'll be reading Anne. Rereading.
Oh, yes, because you were saying you wanted to read Anne, weren't you?
I've read. Does she only have 2?
Yeah, she had 2.
Yeah.
Hall and Agnes Grey.
I love them both.
I am going to be rereading Jane Eyre for that. I might not reread Wuthering Heights because even that's my favourite because, but I'm rereading Jane Eyre because I'm getting Kat to read that with me, and I've got in the classics list. I've got like a short story book we're going to be doing. So yeah, that's really. Bernard's saying it was good to know more about Michelle and your thoughts about Agatha. Yeah, I loved it. I've loved it. It's been a bit random. It's not been
Yeah, I appreciate you including me.
It's been really good fun. So how do you feel that your first live on the StreamYard's gone?
It is kind of strange because I'm sitting in my living room and getting to chat with people all around the world, which is awesome. And now I have I've subscribed to everybody that's here. I just need to go catch up on everybody's videos.
You'll love it. Charlie loved the Tenth of Wildfire. It's her favourite. I think it's my favourite. Anne, yeah. I think Anne is very underrated.
Yes, for sure.
But it has been good planning it. It's before we end this video, is there any, because obviously we're coming up to an hour and I've done an hour and I've told my other half it'd only be an hour. But is there any Agathas that you want to read? Like, I can let you know if they're going to be on the list, or is there any other Agathas you want to read?
What was the one? I have some that I don't hear people talk about. Like Third Girl is on the Perot list. Sad Cypress I have as well.
I've got Sad Cypress is on my list.
Yeah, so I'm excited to dive more into Christie. I don't put her on my TBR as much.
So I'm making it.
Yeah, now it's time to. So yes, Charlie, this is my first live.
So Kelly said my first. Yeah, Charlie can't believe it's your first live. You have done very well.
Oh, thanks.
Charlie, Angela read it last year, and Kelly saying it was lovely. Kelly is a very big subscriber of mine. She's a really lovely girl. She messages me as well privately. She's a really lovely girl. Sad Cypress is better than Third Girl. Okay, yeah, Sad Cypress I've got on my list, haven't I?
So I should read Third Girl first, and then
maybe
with the better one. Yeah.
Have you got Curtain on your list? What Curtain? What Curtain, Charlie? I've not heard of Curtain. What Curtain one, Charlie? I've not heard of that.
That's the last one. Is that the last one?
Curtain's last case. I think I have. Charlie, I think I have got it. I'm not sure if I've got the last one. Curtain. I think I've got it. I can't remember. Bernard can see the list. I think I've got Pyro's last case.
You
Cheryl says it's lovely here. I think I've got the Curtain's last course. Yeah, I think I've got it. I will look on my shelves. Charlie will get to hear first, obviously, because I can just private message her. But I think I've got it, and I think it'll be the last one. Obviously, if I have got it, if not, we'll whack it on right down the end. But it will keep getting added onto it. That will be the last one. Well, Angela's saying, well done, Michelle.
Thank you.
It'll be the last one. Yeah, it will be the one saving it. I just can't do it. I'm not looking. Yeah, I'm not looking for it. I think for me, probably the Road of Roger Ackroyd. This month's one is probably the one. Oh, Curtain's not on the list. Okay, it will be one I'll look for, but it will not be a rushed one because it will be the last one. Maybe is it? I think have I got? Marple's last one, haven't I? Bernard will tell you I've got Marple's last one on the list. The only ones I'm thinking that I can see on the Agatha list, I've got Hickory Dickory Dock. I'm pretty sure I've got that. Five Little Pigs, obviously. Sad Cypress, I've got. Death on the Nile, I think I've already read. Dumb Witness, I've got. ABC Murders, I've got. Peril at End House, Red on the Orient Express. I don't know anymore. Yes, Marple's Last Case. That was the one I've got. So Marple's Last Case will be the other last one. So those will be ones we'll be saving till the very end. But for me, I think I've got the Murder on the Orient Express is what I'm looking forward to. And the one that I'm probably one of the ones I also want to read, Why Don't They Ask Evans? I've not heard of that one, Charlie, so you might have to help me find that. Probably the one that I'm most aware that it will make me cry reading it is going to be the 450 from Paddington, because that was the last book I bought when I was with Alice. So that one will make me cry because that was the last book she chose for me. I've got a book on my shelves that I've decided to wait until January to read, and that was my last present from Alice, and that was a Tudor book. I'm saving that for January because that was one of the last presents she got me, because I'm saving some of these things because I'm not quite ready for certain things just yet.
Yeah.
You know? But I think we've done her proud with this. Cheryl, add me on Facebook or something. It's been lovely chatting to you on here, but I'd love to speak to you. Cheryl, I miss you. Cheryl, we met Alice's best friend at the funeral, and Cheryl is one of the nicest human beings. Literally one of the nicest people, and I can't wait to.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think this is a good place to get over to second hand. Oh, I might have a look. If anyone, Angela, you know me. If you see anything, any deals anywhere, let me know, because Angela's really good at spying up books for me. She's a great friend at that. But yeah, I am going to be keeping looking. I've got I'm out book shopping I'm out charity shop shopping with my other sister next weekend. So we'll see if we get any more Agathas. We'll see if I can hunt for more. We'll see if anyone buys me Agathas for Christmas. We'll have to have a look. We'll see what Agathas come along, and you'll keep seeing me on Where You Watch My Book Hauls. Oh, hang on a second. So Angela said that. Cheryl's just put, oh, you guys are so lovely. I can see why Alice loved you. Thank you, Cheryl. You're so sweet. Lou saying thank you, Miss Alice, and they're adorable. Crochet Pro. Yes. I got a crochet cat that she made me, and a crochet other little thing. And yeah, Charlie's right. Cheryl is lovely. Oh, she's been lovely chatting. It's been lovely chatting to her, and I think we've done Alice proud today. And like I said, I will if I can try and figure out how to do it when I get off this and something on Alice, I will still. I don't try not to link Alice's channels too much, because I don't know how it'll affect Jim, but I just don't want to upset anyone. But I will try and link Alice's channel down below in the comments, or in the description box if I can work out how to do it. But I obviously would love everyone to go over and watch her videos when they can, or if they can't at the moment because it still feels raw. We get it. Yeah. Watch Alice's Agatha videos. I will be watching more when I can. But let's do her proud. Let's keep the Agatha live going. And the next one will be at the start of January, and I'll obviously announce it nearer the time. It's been lovely chatting to you all. I'm going to end this bit first, and let Michelle stay on for a couple of minutes with you just to tie up. But thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you so much, Michelle, for joining me on this live. It's been a bit longer than I was expecting, but it's been great fun. I hope everyone enjoys this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribe, bring on digging, and subscribe to Michelle because she's bloody lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, lastly, quickly, Cheryl's just put, she's done Alice proud. Well done. Charlie's just put, well done, girls, and hearts. That's it now. That's it. Everything go. Take care, everyone. Speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.